broken clock. When I inherited the house from my great-grandmother, there was a large wooden cuckoo clock hanging on the wall in the living room. From when I was a child, I remembered that it never worked. It was a decoration, standing quietly, still, as if time had long since died in it. One evening, after we had moved in, I sat in an armchair with a cup of tea. The living room was quiet. I could only hear the ticking of my new electronic watch. Suddenly, something began to change. In the dead silence, you could hear the old, dull tick-tock. I looked up. The pendulum in the old clock was moving steadily, although no one was winding it. I stared at it for a long time, trying to find a logical explanation. Maybe a draft? Maybe the vibrations from footsteps? But the clock was ticking louder and louder. When the hands reached 3 a.m, there was a prolonged creaking. A small door upstairs opened, and instead of a cuckoo, a dark elongated figure emerged. It didn't look like a bird. It had the shape of a hand pointing straight at me. I froze. For a few seconds the hand was still, then slowly moved back into the clock. The door closed. The ticking stopped, but the silence that followed was even worse. Just when I thought I was hallucinating, a voice spoke. It wasn't loud, but it sounded right behind my ear, like someone was whispering into my skull. "Your time is running out." I jumped back and knocked over my chair. The clock was dead again. The pendulum hung motionless. The hands were at 3 o'clock. I tried to adjust them, but they didn't budge, as if something had frozen them forever. After this incident, I decided to sell the house I had inherited. The next day I moved in with my parents. I preferred not to visit this terrifying house until someone bought it. I don't like to think what would have happened if I had continued living in this house.